of heroes instead of just the same hero over and over. Like, basically, here's the problem. We're in a spot where if one of 5 players gets first, then the tournament ends. So I don't think I can play a hero that can play for second. We need 3 points, so we just need top 4. But if one of the wrong players gets first, then it's a problem. So I'm going to take Zelhua here, and we're going to try to play for first. Because I think that gives us the best chance of actually winning the whole tournament. Because it really doesn't do much for us if we get enough points to qualify, but then it just ends, right? That doesn't help us either. So getting second obviously would be a bit of a disaster if somebody wins, but it does give us 15 points, which could creep us up depending upon how the rest of the points shake out. So we're definitely going to play our best possible game. I'm not a big fan of Blind Mouse on Zelhua. It's not that hard to get treasures once we get to that point. I'm going to go ahead and take the Tiny and the Poly, and we'll see if the Poly can slay. Well, I guess not. Okay, our combat was terrible, but we win, just barely. I'm not thrilled with the Poly here. I think we definitely want the Fanny. I don't think we want this chicken forever. So I think we'll buy it. I'm trying to decide where I want the buff to go. If I don't want it to be on the Fanny and I'd rather be it on one of these two, then I should eeny meeny now. If I do want it to be on one of these two, I should... You know what, we're just going to do it, and then we're going to buy this anyway. And then I guess just put these in the back. Probably move this over even. We're going to lead on the 8-3, because if they have a stag, I'd like to kill it. So that's 3, so we hit that. So we get to slay with our bigger Poly. That's fine. It wouldn't have mattered as long as we attacked first there. So we would have been able to flip our Poly. It's not ideal. I don't think we're interested in buying Polys now. I'm actually considering selling this one and just buying the Vampire and the Wicked Witch just for stats. Because if we stay healthy, we will likely be able to turn this into a decent win. Or at least we can make our board better later because we're Zelhua. So I'm fine with that. We're going to buy the Wicked Witch, buy the Vampire. I don't think I'm locking for Queen of Hearts. We have so many dwarves, I don't think Queen of Hearts makes sense. We can't quite get off of this yet, especially since this has a stat on it. It's a 3-3. But I don't really love this board. I would like to find EXP if this makes us strong enough to sort of get away from this garbage if I can. But this is okay for this turn. But the Poly sell, I think, is definitely correct. So far, so good on all of those hits. So this gets 1 attack on it. That's fine. So we're pretty healthy in this spot. I could pick up the Mim here. We don't necessarily need a Mim in this spot, and I really don't like the Brave Princess here. We could Earthquake I think I'm just going to roll. Like I said, I would probably buy EXP if it was an option available. I don't mind the Princess White here. Even if we don't end up sticking with it, it is a lot of stats to the front row for now. I don't necessarily hate the Wicked Witch either. Trying to see if this Mix-a-Wizzle makes sense. Don't know that it does, and I don't know that locking for this makes sense either. This is giving +2, 3, then the Fanny would technically be 4. It may even be worth just mixing the Princess White. That's a pretty good pickup for this round. It's temporary though, so we're not going to hold on to it forever. But this is definitely way more stats. And I think we're going to let the Wicked Witch go by though. So we get some more scaling on our Vampire. They get a gold, that's fine. This is a 10-12. We lose a lot of stats in the front row as far as attack, but I think that we have enough to at least tie here, which we'll take. I don't know if we would have had enough without the dog. That was decent as far as pickups go. We'll grab the chicken. I'm going to buy the healing potion. So we could buy doubly, and then we'd invest in dwarves. Or we can just buy Wish Upon a Star and try to just get some EXP advantage. We are at 44. I think that makes sense to me. Now, I don't know if we're guaranteed to win this next combat. We have some okay stats, but not great. I'm not super thrilled about the dwarves. I mean, if I can pick up a couple of greedies or something for cheap since we're Zell, I think it's okay. But I don't believe that the dwarves are strong enough for it to matter to really dump all of our resources into, especially not just a naked doubly here. Ideally, I would replace this with like a Sporko or something anyway. It's going to be more stats. I would even replace, like basically all of this can go for 3s or for random 4s. And this can go. And the Vampire, I think, would probably be the last one to go. So there's a lot of stats. That was a good hit. So was that. This trade's here. I don't believe that I have enough stats in the back row to beat this. We can maybe tie it. We cannot. So we don't get to get our EXP. Our back row is a little bit small. But we're now on 4. I think I roll. This is not very good. This triple is probably fine. I don't love these dwarves, but there are a lot of them, so Sling is a decent pickup here. I don't really care for this copycat. We could grab the Lucky and try to actually just play dwarves. Alternatively, I can roll once and maybe buy a 4, which I think I'm going to do. That's certainly better to pick up the monster book here than the random dwarf. So I think we're going to sell the Billy and buy the monster book, because this is a 4/5. And the monster book potentially is a lot more valuable. It may not be, but we'll find out. So looking at the leaderboard is not great. The bottom 2 players are currently the ones that do not have enough points to be in the running. What that means is we're not great. So basically we are in a spot where we have to win, or Waddle has to win. And then we have to get a decent score. But in this instance, we're not sure if that's going to be possible. I will buy the Tweedle for 3. It's a pretty good pickup here. We may as well finish this Princess White at this point. It's pretty close to finishing anyway. I think we can Fireball. Jeremiah's already level 5, which is not great. We could potentially pick up another Tweedle if we sell the chicken and roll. I'm just going to wait until I'm on 5. This is a bit of a nightmare scenario here, because Sphinx is one of the stronger heroes in the game, and... Oh, they're already on 6? What? That doesn't make any sense. According to this, both Sphinx and Skip are already on 6. We haven't seen them in a while, so that might not be accurate. Oh no, they're on 5. They just hit 5 this turn. Sorry, that makes more sense. So they're on 5. Yeah, this is a bad turn for us, because Sphinx gets a pretty big power spike every time it levels up. Which we're not big fans of. So we'll have to see how big they got. Well, they don't have ball. The fireball was okay, but not great. They do have Sporko plus Haunted Helm, which makes their Tweedledee like really strong. Our spells missed by just like a very small amount, which is not ideal. That was a good hit for us, though. I don't believe that we have enough to actually beat this, so it's like an actual nightmare. Like, we missed this by just a very small amount, and now they're going to be 6. Yeah, now they're 6, so I guess this lobby is just fucking screwed. Sphinx is going to be able to buy a tier 6 unit and just, like, knighthood it, and that's so bad. So this is 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, so we could probably Masquerade Ball here. I don't love big pigs in this spot, but it's certainly good enough to pick up here for 3. We could buy the greedy for 3 if we wanted to try and still flip this white for the treasure. I think I'm more apt to just roll. I don't know if I care about the Vampire pair. The Siren might be fine. I think we can just cut the Princess now. It's pretty bad. This thing is pretty bad too. Let's buy the Siren, play it here, and then just roll. We'll buy that just so we can eventually get a treasure off of this. I don't love this, but this is what we've got, so... they have a sarcophagus. It's kind of gross. Hopefully our Siren is able to actually steal something. The Tweedle dying first is really fucking terrible here. We do steal a Mama Bear. I don't believe we're going to be big enough to beat the vultures because of the sarcophagus. Especially not with those attacks. Jesus, come on, dude. Alright. Let's coin and roll. We don't know how big Red Ram is. We may have to pick up this Cupid for some scam. Like, these dwarves are bad now. We'll pick up the Cupid. This is a line that we're not quite close enough to being in. We can kiss something, but there's not really... Getting a random 6 I don't think is that important. Maybe it's better than this. That's not bad. Kind of makes me want these Medusas a bit more. should have played faster and bought the other one. I regret everything about that turn. They have a black prism. And an upgraded pumpkin already. Well, I guess we're just gonna die to this upgraded pumpkin, huh? It's gonna summon, what, a whole board full of units? Okay, that's not great. That was a good hit, though. Okay, so this attacks. So we can steal this thing or this thing. Okay, that's a good hit. That's really bad for us. We don't take damage, though, but they do have a black prism. Okay, so I think we need this other Medusa, and we need to roll. I really don't love these, but I'm going to pick one of them up for a treasure. In this spot, I think it's just Sting. I'm not taking the other one, though. It's literally just a Nian, and I don't think they need that. We need a little bit better than just random dwarves, I think. Alright, this is what I've got for this turn. I am not 100% sure about my positioning in the back row. It could be that we want to make the Medusa prio, but I feel like a 20 attack Siren is decent. That's really bad. That's really bad. Triggered their tree, which is really bad. We get to steal the Shoulder Fairy. Like it's here. Lightning Bolt would be good. Shrivel is good. Okay. So we don't kill them, but we do get on 6 here, and we did a lot of damage. So now we, like, Jeremiah's at 40 on Sphinx, which is not great. Silver's dead and I'm dead, so I have to win in order to not have this tournament just be over, so let's roll. I don't know if Storm Kings are really big enough. It is a lot of stats, but I don't know if it's big enough to do what we need here. I'll play the Shrivel. Doesn't seem like we're going to even get to improve our board at all, huh? I'm pretty sure that that's a downgrade. I'm going to take it, but I'm pretty sure that that makes us weaker. Deck is nice. We can probably pick up the Baba and then play this in the front. Potentially. Like if we do this, then Baba here, or Baba here even. Medusa maybe could have been in the back here. Damn it. Well, we had a shot for that actually to be useful, and instead it wasn't. Could we just die here? Well, we take 19. We are in top 3, but I don't know if we can actually beat either of these. They're both so incredibly strong compared to where we're at. I don't really think that a Doom Breath scam comp actually does it. It's just too small. And I don't think Trees really does it. I'm not even sure what comp I can get into here that's good enough. I really don't. This thing's bad. This thing's pretty bad. I mean, we'll grab it. I don't think Robinwood is it. Like, it could be some sort of copycat garbage. But I'm just not sure. Like, our tier 6 shops have been so disappointing. Like, we'll take Good Boy on spec, I guess. But I really don't know if this is going to be able to be big enough. They have, what, a 58-42 at least? So they have like a 200 in the back row. I'm not sure if we can make Good Boy big enough in time. Wow, they are also on the same shit, so this is just going to scam us. Oh my god, now we're dead. Oh, maybe not. We summoned 2 Wombats, which is nice. Might be enough for us to carry this round. Like, it's probably enough for us to get second, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get first here. Like, they literally have double wand. Yeah, they have Mimic Wand. I don't know what I can do to dig out of this. Like, Shrivel helps, I guess. I don't think I can Herc. I have no idea what I can actually do to make my board better. So none of this shit does it. Like, this doesn't even kill anything on their back row. We don't have any treasures for Pumpkin. I'll take it, but we had nothing to support it. Is it just more Medusas? I guess. I mean, like, more Medusas doesn't do anything. I don't think I can do more Medusas. I don't even know what I can do here. We need a Shrivel. Or we're just dead. And we didn't find one. So, I don't really know what we can do in this spot. Well, I guess it's over. Oh, we'll take our second. I don't know what we can do. We'll get our 15 total points, and wherever we shake, probably bottom 4 would be my guess. I didn't really look at the scoreboard. Pretty disappointing overall for the top 8, but we did get into top 8, and we played our best. I would fully expect something to happen to Sphinx. I think it's a pretty broken-ass hero, and it wouldn't surprise me if it gets nerfed. But that was our games. So. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and probably sign off for now. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out and watching. Sorry that the games weren't quite as good as they were in the